Here's some fun we're gonna show on Hennessy's Been About. Coffee while we're on the go on Hennessy's Been About. Learn everything you need to know about coffee, cause we're here to show. Been here, been there on Hennessy's Been About. Learn everything you need to know about coffee, cause we're here to show. Been here, been there on Hennessy's Been About.
Hi, I'm John Hennessy and welcome to Hennessy's Been About. Here at Hennessy's Been About, we get the opportunity to travel the state, see what's happening out there in licensed premises, see what bartenders, cafe operators are doing with their beverage menu. We look at tourist destinations and exciting new things. We will be showcasing the Brita Professional Hot Club Barista Cup. This is a great competition for all those who work in licensed premises. Great opportunity to showcase your skills and highlight why coffee's great in your venue. There's lots to see and do. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Been here, been there on Hennessy's Been About.
Here we are today at the Westport Club in Port Macquarie. We're at the Aqua Cafe. I'm going to showcase the tour today, a little bit about how to make a macchiato. Today we're going to be using the Rainforest Royale, which is a fantastic coffee here for Aqua. Westport is known as a destination location. Plenty of people come along for a great dining experience and they love to finish off with a great coffee. The Rainforest Royale here at Aqua is a great after dining experience coffee. Showcasing a little bit about that today, we'll make a macchiato, and while we're doing that we can also showcase the great Hastings River behind us. What a location, what a great coffee location. We're going to start with coffee today. We're actually going to start tamping over. What I like to do to it is actually tamp this evenly, just to ensure that the flow of coffee going through the group handle captures all the crema out of this coffee shot. We're going to come over to the machine, just going to purge the machine and gear up to make my espresso. Now the espresso is the base of the macchiato. We're going to do one single espresso shot to her, then we're going to top that on with a little bit of milk, around about a 20-cent piece of milk foam, and that'll create the macchiato. Whilst I'm doing the espresso shot, I'll come over here and do my milk. I'm only using a little bit of milk in the jug. So the espresso base, look at that for a great espresso base, some great crema. This coffee is a fantastic espresso offering. We're going to garnish this espresso with around about 20-cent piece of milk foam, which I'll do over here on this tray. And here we have a classic macchiato. Enjoy.
Been here, been there on Hennessy's Been About.
Port Macquarie was discovered by John Oxley in 1818. It was first settled as a penal colony in 1821. Arriving in April of that year, the small expedition comprised of approximately 100 convicts and soldiers began clearing the land and building temporary bark huts for the accommodation of troops and convicts. Isolation made escape almost impossible, and those that tried either disappeared or were found and returned to the colony after being tracked by Aboriginals in the employment of the government. In 1830, plans were made to open Port Macquarie to free settlement, and Crown land grants were made available to encourage free settlers. Some of the prisoners were moved to Moreton Bay and Norfolk Island, and from this point onward, Port Macquarie's role as a penal settlement reduced, and by 1840, shipments of convicts had ceased. Through the 19th and 20th century, Port Macquarie and surrounding areas, the main income came from timber and rural industries. Local produce was sent to Sydney by ship, which has always been a hazardous experience, as the bar near the mouth of the Hastings River was dangerous and claimed a large number of ships over the years. The railway reached Wauchope just prior to World War I, which eased the problem of sending goods to market via sea. After World War II, as the Pacific Highway improved, the region became one of New South Wales' most popular tourist destinations. With beaches, river sports, fishing, stunning scenery, the Hastings area has something for everyone. A wide variety of accommodation options are available with motel, hotel and camping grounds. And the clubs, restaurants and hotels provide a range of meals on every budget, something for everyone in Port Macquarie.
Been here, been there on Hennessy's Been About.
Welcome to Hennessy's Been About. This week we're at the Ricardo's Tomatoes with Anthony Sarks. Tell me a bit about the Ricardo's Tomatoes journey.
Yeah, well, it's been an interesting journey. We started actually, it was about 9 years ago, with an honesty box at the front gate. We were growing some tomatoes just for a little bit of fun, and we had a good crop and we had a few left over, and we thought rather than take them into town and sell them for not much money in town, we thought we'd just put an honesty box at the gate. And look, we were just hoping for a little bit of beer money, that was all. But what we found was that once the word got around we had good tomatoes, people were willing to jump in their cars and drive if they knew they could get good tomatoes. And we thought, gee, there might be a business in this. But we knew we had to go more high tech, so we invested in this sort of structure we're in at the moment. And our first couple of years we were building 2 greenhouses, took us up to about 20,000 plants, or 2 acres under cover, and we started to sell our tomatoes far and wide and get a reputation for good fruit. Then the year after that we built the shop, a little shop next to the packing shed, and the idea of the shop was to get other farmers and other people to bring goodies to us and produce so we could be selling other things as well. And that hummed along okay, and then the year after that we thought, well look, maybe while everybody's shopping they might like to have a cuppa with us. So we put in the coffee shop and the kitchen. But one of our main reasons for the kitchen was that we had this smart idea that we thought we could start making our own jams and relishes and sauces from the second grade tomatoes. Because in the early days we weren't very good growers and we had lots of second grade fruit, bloody boxes of it. We were giving it away to people. We thought, look, we should be doing something more with this. So we had this idea that in this kitchen we could get in there and start brewing it up ourselves. Well, of course it lasted one batch, and for anybody who's ever made a pot of relish, you know what I'm talking about. That's a bugger of a job. But at that time there was a local chef buying seconds from us for his products. And he said, look, that's silly you trying to do that. Give all your seconds to me. He said, I'll develop your products, put them in a jar, label them, give it back to you ready for sale.
Great idea.
Oh yeah. So his timing couldn't have been better. So we're still with this fellow to this day. He's developed 20 different products for us out of our second grade strawberries and tomatoes and a few other things we grow. It's become an important part of the business now, where we're able to say to people, nothing goes to waste on this farm. Anything that's not up to A grade, look, it might be a bit out of shape or overripe, instead of dumping it like a lot of farmers have to, into a jar. We were only getting people my age and older visiting. We weren't getting any of the little kids and the families. So that's when we hit on the idea of pick your own strawberry. So 3 years ago we put in our first pick your own strawberry shed.
Yep.
Middle of last year we put in a lettuce table down there so people can pick their own lettuces. And early last year, middle of 2011, I'm sorry, we built our second strawberry shed. So that's where we're up to at this stage, and the whole idea of this place is to try and bring the customer to the farm, not send the farm to the customer. And of course, if people can come here and buy their tomatoes, they get a fresher product, because we pick every day, a riper product, and we pick quite ripe, none of this supermarket stuff for us. And of course, because we've eliminated all the costs between here and wherever the customer might live, such as packaging and transport and agents' fees and commissions and supermarket profits, we keep all those costs back here, pass a little bit on to the customer, keep a bit for the dear old farmer. Because more and more in farming, he's at the bottom of the ladder. The farmer's the last one to get paid, isn't he? And he's the least to get paid. So from a farmer's point of view, it's our way of trying to market our produce a little bit differently. Get the people to come to the farm.
Anthony, we've got Cafe Red here, lots of people visiting. Looks like a great place to come along and try some of the different tomato samples that you've got here.
Absolutely.
Tell me about Cafe Red.
Absolutely. Well, this area started off as the little produce shop, and as I said before, we thought people might like to have a cuppa while they were visiting, and of course it's exploded to the point now where there's more tables than displays. However, coming in here, they can sit down and enjoy their cuppa, have a little bit of a browse of the local produce, and as you see around here, the shop's full of local goodies. Pretty much everything here is made in the local area, so we're pretty proud of that effort that all the local producers can bring their produce here. They can gather in here at 11 o'clock in the morning for the farm tour, wander off for the farm tour, head down and pick a few strawberries, so there's plenty of things to do at Ricardo's.
So I'd like to thank Anthony for letting us visit Ricardo's Tomatoes. I love the strawberry shed. Look at some of this quality produce. This is fantastic. I might head up to the shop counter and pay for these. Been great working with you, Anthony, and thanks for having us at Ricardo's
Good
Tomatoes.
on you, John. Tell your friends and come again.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Being here, being there on Hennessy's being about.
To enhance that cafe experience, we have a range of Da Vinci syrups that we utilise in our cafes, and here at Aqua Cafe, they do the same. The Da Vinci range of syrups from caramel, hazelnut, a whole range of different flavours, to the Italian sodas. There's something for Da Vinci for everybody. You'll see this brand in all great cafes. You see the Da Vinci brand, you know you're getting a great product. Look for this in your local cafe. The 2011 Brita Professional Barista Cup was an outstanding success, and the 2012 challenge is shaping up to be even bigger and better. Last year we had contestants from the Mid-North Coast, Sydney and the southern areas of New South Wales. The grand final was held at Darling Harbour with hundreds of people watching as the grand finalists battled it out to be number one in the Barista Challenge. Contestants provided judges with 3 drinks, an espresso, cappuccino and latte. Then they were given the opportunity to create a signature drink which could contain alcohol. It was fantastic to see a whole range of drinks being produced that wowed not only the judges but the audience. Last year's winner was Paul Ying from Revesby Workers Club, who took home a prize of a 2-week P&O cruise. The Brita Professional Hot Club Barista Challenge provided everybody with the opportunity to showcase what they did within their own setting and promote their own club, cafe and licensed premises. What an exciting event, can't wait for 2012. For more information about the 2012 Brita Professional Barista Cup, please contact hennessycoffee.com.au, follow us on Facebook at Hot Club Cup. Can't wait to see everybody at the 2012 Hot Club Barista Challenge. See you next time on Hennessy's Been About.
Here's some fun we're going to show on Hennessy's Been About. Coffee while we're on the go on Hennessy's Been About.